It has probably been about 6 weeks since we got into this kitchen and gave it a good deep clean. With it being the summer holidays and the boys being home, there are spills and stains. I couldn't tell you what the majority of it is. I've got sticky fingerprints over everything. Everything is greasy and horrible and sticky to touch. I've got juice all over the cupboards. I think it's juice. I've got a cooker that needs a little bit more attention. A sink where, I mean, guys, you know my sink's always shining. Yeah, it hasn't shone for 6 weeks. Because I just couldn't be bothered, if I'm being really honest. What is the point? What is the point of deep cleaning something for it to be undone within 10 seconds because somebody spilt a bowl of cereal all over the side and the floor? And that is my oven glass, my cooker glass. Um, it's bad. It's really bad. So we are going on a journey over the next few weeks because if you think this kitchen is bad, my goodness me, you should see the bedrooms, you should see the bathroom, you should see the hallway, you should see the stairs, you should see the living room, the toilet. Uh, um, so I think we're going to go on a bit of a boot camp journey together where I spend each week focusing on one area of the house that desperately needs me to get in and just get back in control of all this mess. So if you're in need of some motivation, I've definitely got you. This is definitely the video that you want to be watching. Because we get a lot done in such a short space of time. Before we go any further, I haven't said hello. Hi guys, welcome back, or welcome if it is your first time stopping by. My name is Sarah. I am a wife and a mum to 3 boys, 3 school-aged boys, who, as of today, have all gone back to school after a 6-week break. Okay, so let's get into today's video. This toaster needed a desperate wipe down. I had noticed that we had the usual burnt on crusty bits. Now, I swear by Pink Stuff for getting this off. Obviously, you have to be careful not to actually let it get in the toaster. So I think a little definitely goes a long way. And I just dry scrub it in, and I'm not too worried about it scratching. It never has done. But obviously, if you're going to try this method at home, please do go gentle whilst you're just getting used to the product. Now, I know for those of you in other countries, the Pink Stuff isn't readily available. And I guess bicarb and a little bit of water into a paste probably would work just as well. And how I get it looking super, super shiny is I will give it a light spray afterwards. Generally with anything that I have on hand. I think today it was just my antibacterial kitchen cleaner, and again this is dry buffing, so I'm not damping or wetting the cloth in any way. I am just rubbing it in, and this method works really well, and it also works really well on my sink, but I will show you that process a little bit later on in the video.
Didn't happen like that. It took me a minute to notice it. It was holding me back. It's time to move on to bigger things. Can't live in the past. Moving on to future me. I wonder who she will be. I can't help but think that there is something more to find, more to life than what I have right here, right now. Used to call it stable, now I call it stuck. Letting go, yeah, that's tough, but maybe love, but maybe it's all for the better and it's meant to be. It's gonna hurt at first, but then eventually it's gonna seem like it was always meant to be. It was always meant to be. Thought that this was who I was, that I couldn't change that much. Didn't feel like I was strong, but I'm glad that I was wrong. Think I knew it all along. This would never be enough. Now I see that I've evolved, going after what I want. Thought that this was who I was, that I couldn't change that much. Didn't feel like I was strong, but I'm glad that I was wrong. Think I knew it all along. This would never be enough. Now I see that I've evolved, going after what I want. Maybe it's all for the better and it's meant to be. It's gonna hurt at first, but then eventually it's gonna seem like it was always meant to be. It was always meant to be. Maybe it's all for the better and it's meant to be. It's gonna hurt at first, but then eventually it's gonna seem like it was always meant to be. It was always meant to be. Always meant to be. Always meant to be. Oh yeah, always meant to be. It was always meant to be.
I've not been ignoring these water stains on this. I think they're called plates. I might have just completely made up a whole new name for them. I do not know the technical name, so let's just call it a plate. But I have noticed and been trying to, I guess, half-heartedly trying to get rid of the little spots and stains on them with no success. So I was super happy that using the pink stuff gently, there was no elbow grease. I just gently scrubbed it and it came off like butter, which I was really thankful for. Another thing that I'm really thankful for is you guys. I just wanted to come on and say a huge thank you for understanding why there was no upload last week. My husband had been really poorly for I want to say I think he got to about day 9. He is 100% better now. He's lost a lot of weight, which he is thankful for, but not how what he had to go through to lose the weight. It was nasty. Um, so for those of you that missed um my last video, and then I think I left a post. My husband had really, really bad stomach flu. It made him really poorly. It actually turned out to be severe food poisoning, and we thought at one point that myself and one of my other sons had it, but it it never we had an upset tummy, but it never progressed as bad as he did. So, me feeling off and feeling burnt out could have had a little bit to do with that. I think also the boys being home and the older they are getting, the bigger the messes are getting and the more spread out the messes are getting, which really overwhelmed me. So normally I would get super anal and super obsessed with cleaning up more. Well, no, this summer apparently my body and my brain just went into hibernation mode, which has been quite nice actually. I feel like I've had the rest and the reset that I needed, and I am so over the mess. um, o- okay, being real, I've not hoovered upstairs or my stairs in about 6 weeks. that is how hibernating I've been. Um, but I guess it's good for you guys because it means you get to come along with me whilst I get rid of 6 weeks of just yuckiness in the house. Also, can I report, do you guys remember before the summer holidays that I was absolutely freaking out because summer holidays have been a massive trigger for me with the boys. We know that I have children with different additional needs, and they kill each other, literally kill each other. Or they have done every single holiday that we have had. My husband is a very hard worker. Um, so I guess technically I am a married single parent in holidays and over the summer. Um, yeah, I think we left off as me absolutely freaking out. We had a few teething problems at the beginning of the holidays. I have no idea what happened or what has changed. Um, but I can confirm that my kids have been fantastic. They have been absolutely fantastic all summer. I don't think I can pinpoint a single argument. I don't think I can recall any fighting at all, really. Um, I don't get it. I don't understand. I it's really bizarre because you kind of become you come to expect and prepare for certain behaviors because that's how that's just how it goes. Um, and then they just throw you through a loop by completely changing changing the narrative and giving you the best summer ever. And I think that probably is another reason as to why I probably went into hibernation because I wasn't in survival mode. I wasn't in survival mode and I wasn't keeping the kids alive mode. So I just thought you guys deserved um that update and I think my kids deserve a lot of credit as well because when I tell you they try and kill each other. I'm really not exaggerating. They try to literally kill each other. Um, so if you are a parent or a carer to younger kids, my boys are now 11, 14, and 15. Um, I just want to let you know that there are going to be good times. There are going to be good seasons. It's not always going to be hard. You're not always going to be like I felt like for all these summer holidays in survival mode or simply keeping keeping your children surviving. Um, it does get easier. It does get better. There are better seasons ahead. Um, but also don't be fooled. I'm not under any illusions. I know that the next holidays can be completely different. But my point is there are good seasons and there are testing seasons when it comes to parenting. And we are all in this together, and together, we can have the highs and the lows. Um, and we've got this. We've got this, haven't we? We've got this. We can do it. We've got it.
My dear friend, where have you been? Where have you gone? What did you win? Someone there, are you listening? Is it too late? My dear friend, we felt the sunshine, we found the gold. We thought we'd be forever young, but now I know we can't keep floating, we have to fall. This is the beat of broken hearts, is it all lost? We can't go on again, 'cause you seem like you want it bad. My head is spinning off the edge, and I'm giving in way too fast, way too fast. My dear friend, you know I give in. Been waiting so long to feel it. All of these years I've been listening. Are you all so numb? Do you still pretend? We felt the sunshine, we found the gold. We thought we'd be forever young, but now I know we can't keep floating, we have to fall. This is the beat of broken hearts, is it all lost? We can't go on again, 'cause you seem like you want it bad. My head is spinning off the edge, and I'm giving in way too fast, way too fast. Caught up in the flashing light, keeps it dead in my mind, leading me on like it's whatever. We could go on, but we should know better. We can't go on again, 'cause you seem like you want it bad. My head is spinning off the edge, and I'm giving in way too fast, way too fast. We can't go on again, 'cause you seem like you want it bad. My head is spinning off the edge, and I'm giving in way too fast, way too fast.
Guys, I am so excited. We are going into my most favorite season, autumn or fall, as some of you like to call it. Oh, I live for this time of year, and my most favorite time to decorate is autumn or fall. So you have some autumn uploads to look forward to, because I know I look forward to decorating my home every season for you guys, but mostly this one. This is what I live for. So in the next few weeks, I will be uploading a full decorates with me. We are coming towards the end of today's upload. Just how gross is that, guys? This definitely needed more attention than I actually gave it, but I was done. I was done. I was ready. I was ready to make a coffee, have some chocolate biscuits, and park my bottom for the evening. If you have made it this far, you guys are my true friends. Whilst talking about Friends, I promise I will be getting around to watching some of your guys' videos and uploads. Honestly, I have not been on YouTube hardly at all this whole summer holidays. So I have got a lot of catching up to do. I do still care. I am still your friend, I promise. But thank you for hanging out with me today. I hope I gave you some kind of motivation and inspiration into getting up and getting done what you need to do today. As always, I have loved hanging out with you guys. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I will see you all next Saturday. Much love.
Summer is always confusing me. Honestly, I thought I'd feel warm, but I'm cold. It's getting old. I've said so many times when summer comes around, I'll be ready for the ride. I'll be ready this time. I'll be ready for it all. But then suddenly it's fall. Summertime, when I found myself, I'll be better off than last year. This time I'll be fine, I promise. Fine.
So let me set the scene for you. I am fast asleep and I am woken abruptly by my ring doorbell screaming, "There is someone at your front door." I'm really confused and it takes me a few seconds and then it rings again. "There is someone at your front door." And I open my eyes and I'm just thinking, let's just ignore it. I don't care who's at my front door. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. I am going back to sleep. "There is someone at your front door." And then I realise. And I jump straight up out of my bed, throw on my dressing gown, and I'm running down to that front door because I remembered it was my shopping. It was my shopping delivery. But as I'm trying to get to the front door, all this stuff that you see in my porch, and there was more, was in my way. So I am trying desperately to get to the front door to open it to let him know I'm here, I'm ready for my delivery, but I can't quite get my door open. So picture me 7 o'clock in the morning pushing all of this into my downstairs toilet. Guys, I'm not even lying. I shoved it all into my downstairs toilet. Now, I was thankful that this was my usual delivery driver, so I didn't really have to justify to him why I looked like a hoarder because he's used to my type A personality, clean, organized, decluttered porch. I was still so embarrassed. I was embarrassed that I had slept through my normal body clock alarm. So I don't even have to set an alarm, guys, because I am awake between 5 and 6 every single morning. I can go to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning and my body will still wake up at 5, 6 a.m. So tell me why on this day, the only day that I really needed to be up, was the day that my body just decided to turn off that alarm. If you haven't guessed, today is all about decluttering, organizing, and cleaning this porch. If you are new here, hi, welcome. My name is Sarah, and you are watching For Cleaning Out Loud. If you are one of my returning friends, hi, welcome back. How are we all doing? For those UK parents, how are you guys doing? We are week 3 into the 6-week holidays. So we are halfway there. We're halfway there. Halfway through the summer holidays. I think my motto for this summer holidays is just simply keep the kids alive. That is my mission. That is what I need to do. If you are a new viewer, I have 3 boys. They are aged 14, 15, and just turned 11. So you can imagine the craziness and the crazy risks they take. So that is why my mission is simply keep them alive. Yes, you did just see me do the sniff test. Tell me why I do this. Because I warn you guys all the time, never do a sniff test. If you are not sure if it is dirty, it's dirty. Thankfully they didn't actually smell. So yeah, I put them in here. Now, normally I don't know why I dropped the ball and actually put them in the shoe cabinet. Normally, anything football related goes into a dedicated box around the side of the house. So the smells don't come into the house. Eventually, they do go outside. So I do cotton on later on in the video. Now, why do we have so many shoes? I have no idea. Um, there are about 30 pairs of shoes, and I kid you not, there are only 3 pairs of shoes that actually fit the boys. So today we are getting them out of here. I would love to donate them. I would love to bless somebody else. Some of them are actually good quality, so they will go into a bag for donation, but probably 95% of them have holes in them, or the soles come away, or they have a hole in the toe. My boys wear their clothes and their shoes hard. I can rarely donate anything that they have had. And then we are addressing this paperwork. This paperwork is crazy. I cannot tell you how relieved and how cleansing and therapeutic it felt to get rid of any primary school correspondence. Um, Many reasons. I'm just traumatized. I am traumatized by the whole primary school experience with my boys. So physically throwing away all that paperwork in relation to primary school was a really nice end to the chapter. And I'm so excited for the next chapter because both my older children completely changed in secondary school. They've really, really gone from hating school to absolutely loving it. So fingers crossed that this is how it works out for my youngest, who is starting secondary school in 3 weeks. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And it's the beginning of a new season, which I'm really looking forward to. So it's the same situation as the shoes with these coats. There's about 1,000 coats here that are either absolutely destroyed or just simply do not fit the kids anymore. I think I put back my coat, my husband's coat, and a spare waterproof coat and one of the boys' coats. Another thing that we were storing on here is the kids' motorbike jackets and helmets and accessories. And normally they don't live in here. They go to the garage They've got a dedicated space in the garage. So pretty much like the football boots and accessories, the bike stuff has managed to find its way in here as well. So no wonder I was really struggling with keeping it tidy and organized in here.
Take my hand and follow me. Ah, don't be scared. I know these streets. Don't you feel so alive? You could just die here in my arms, safe and sound. So take my hand, take all of me. Maybe I'm delirious, delirious, but I can't get enough of your touch. Delirious, hope that it's not too much. I just feel so alive. I could just die here in your arms, safe and sound. Maybe I'm delirious, delirious, but I can't get enough of your touch. If I could, I'd stop the time. Now let this moment pass me by. Maybe I'm delirious, delirious, but I can't get enough of your touch. Delirious, hope that it's not too much. I just feel so alive. I could just die here in your arms, safe and sound. Maybe I'm delirious, delirious, but I can't get enough of your touch. Maybe I'm delirious, delirious, but I can't get enough of your touch. Delirious, hope that it's not too much. I just feel so alive. I could just die here in your arms, safe and sound. Maybe I'm delirious, delirious, but I can't get enough of your touch.
So apparently I am dropping the ball a lot this week. It is my anniversary today. So happy anniversary to my wonderful husband. Um, Guys, I forgot. I completely forgot. Don't know how, don't know why, but I forgot. Now, me and my husband do have an ongoing game because one of us will forget, apart from last year, but one of us, mainly me, always forgets. And it's not I don't always forget. There are some years where I think I've won the challenge and he's forgotten, only to find out that I'm a day early. Yeah, apparently it's a game that we play together and it's actually quite funny. He doesn't get upset that I forget or it's a day early, and I never get upset with him if he forgets, which is very, very rare. It's usually always me. Now, I have no idea why. I do not know why. You would think I would set a reoccurring reminder on my phone, but I forget to do that. So, unfortunately, annoyingly, he has won this year, and I believe we have been married 16 years. Um, is it 16 years? Now I'm doubting myself. It could be 17. Who knows? We've been married a very, very long time. My hair has gone up because what you guys can't feel is the temperature in this porch. I feel like I'm in a literal greenhouse. I did preempt that this was going to happen, so I did bring the air conditioner as far as I could get it, to get some air in here, but it is still so, so, so hot. And the air conditioner is not cutting it. I am sweeping all of this debris. It's just stuff that blows in from outside, or dried mud from the boys' shoes. I say the boys' shoes. I think me and Nick are just as bad. Our shoes are we make just as much mess as they do. Um, so I'm sweeping it all into corners, which don't ask me why I'm doing this because the air conditioner is literally just blowing it all over the place again. So eventually I do use my common sense and get the Hoover and sort it out.
You hit me up late at night again, saying things you never really mean. Blame the drinks, blame the past, blame it on me. But it's all just a version of you. Told me don't drive, say be right back. Left me on red, now I need a nice pack. I used to wait, now I just detach. Still feel the echo of your laugh. Pulled me close, just to let me go down like a nerve.
Okay, so here I am with my little sidekick. Um, my gorgeous little kitten. Her name is Luna. I say she's my kitten, she's actually my son's. We are we have to address this. We have to sort out this mess. Because essentially, I've just I've moved it from one tiny space to another tiny space. So here we are putting all the motorbike stuff into this motorbike bag, and I'm going to be placing it by the back door so it is ready to go out to the garage. Now, at the time of this voiceover, I am actually still sat here looking at it, still waiting to go out to the garage. So who knows? Who knows when it will find its final resting place? Probably after a week of nagging and me finally doing it myself. Um, I have put all the coats and shoes into these yellow bags, and I do get the boys to come and have a rummage through and to try on the shoes just to make sure that I am not throwing out their favourite pair of playing out shoes. I don't know what you call them. We are nearly there. I did want to mop, but you guys, I gave up. It was too hot. It was too hot. I was done. I had done what I had set out to do, and the mopping can wait for another day. It can wait for when I get into the downstairs toilet, which is absolutely disgusting. Um, it's gross. Maybe we can do it together. So we are coming to the end of the video. I hope you got some motivation, and if you didn't get any motivation, I hope you just enjoyed hanging out with me today. We are now at that point in the video where it always makes me sad. It is time to say goodbye. Now, don't worry if you haven't had enough of me and you want to come and chat to me in the comments. I would love that. I absolutely love hanging out with you in the comments and chatting and catching up. But if you don't have time and you just want to send me some love, let's drop an emoji. What emoji can it be this week? Drop me a summer emoji so it can be the sun or a hot face. And if you haven't already pulled the trigger and subscribed to my channel, I would be so grateful if you did decide to subscribe and come and join our YouTube community, our YouTube family. As always, guys, I hope you have a wonderful weekend and the week ahead. Much love. Right, so here is the long awaited and long promised kids' bedroom tidy up. We we're starting off strong in my teenager's bedroom, and boy does it look and smell like a teenager's bedroom. If you are in need of motivation today, I've definitely got you. um yeah, it's grim. It's a task that I've avoided for I think probably 8 weeks at this point. Um it's not pleasant. I'm not gonna lie. I have not wanted to do it and I have been avoiding it. But I'm here now. I'm showing up, and this bedroom definitely needs more than a mother's touch. So we're going to get it done. It wasn't always like this. My oldest child was definitely the one that needed order in his bedroom. Um, he was kind of a bit too neat. And then then teenage years hit, and well, as you can see, it's a stereotypical teenage bedroom. I did start strong, so you will see that as the day goes on, I go into the other two kids' bedrooms, and they're not actually bad at all. Um, they have pretty much tried to keep on top of their bedrooms all throughout the summer. Obviously, they're not wired to dust and polish and go under the bed and hoover and whatnot. So that's what I call a mother's touch. We get to the areas that they don't think about. Um, so that's mainly what I get up to in their bedrooms. But this bedroom, boy, oh boy, oh boy. So this bedroom took me 3 hours. Now, admittedly, I did go downstairs and have a break and get some lunch, but that was about 15-20 minutes. So it took me a long time. Obviously, I needed to change the bedding. I will give him some credit. He has been changing his bedding throughout the summer. So please excuse me. I do get very brave and I do sniff tests, but luckily everything I sniffed was clean. My son came to me last week and said that he had no clothes that fit him anymore, or he had no t-shirts, he couldn't find them. Um, and I took it at face value, but lesson learned, because I've just spent a godly amount of money on some new clothes for him, which are due. Well, that it's coming today, I believe. Um, I need to find that when I was going through his drawers, he hadn't kept on top of it. So all these t-shirts that he was missing. Oh look, I found them. So I'm pulling them out to hang them up with all the other t-shirts. There must be about 30 t-shirts here, and I've just ordered him 10. So I don't want to hear that he's got no clothes for the next 5 years. But it's a lesson learned, because I now know to actually go through the drawers. And I did have a chat with him afterwards and said to him, look, mate, if you actually put your clothes away in the drawers properly, then you will see what you've got, and you will be able to find your favorite items. Anyway, guys, please excuse me. I'm sorry. I completely forgot to say hello to you all. Hi. I guess I'll do my introduction now. Hi. My name is Sarah. Welcome back to my channel. I'm just messing with you. How are we all anyway? How are we all doing? How are the parents, mums, dads, carers to the kids that have gone back to school? How are you finding your newfound freedom? Hopefully, you've not had to spend nearly 2 weeks deep cleaning your house to get back in order like I have. Side note, don't panic that you can see this bank card just resting up on the top here. None of the details are on the front of the card. I made sure of that. They're all on the back, so you can't clone or use my son's account. Not that it would get you anywhere, because I don't even think he's got one penny in there. Um, but yeah, that was just a quick side note. So these, oh, gross. This, I don't know what you'd call it. I guess like a shelf. It basically is shaped the way it's shaped because of the stairs. And if it wasn't shaped this way, you'd be banging your head walking up the stairs, if that makes any sense. It used to be painted in chalkboard paint. And then as my son got older and kids swapped bedrooms too many times than I can count. There, he wanted it painted white because he was too cool for chalkboard. Only it's every time you slightly scratch the layer of paint off, unfortunately, the black chalkboard paint underneath is starting to come through again. So that is what you are seeing. Now, this desk, oh my goodness me, I did notice it a few months, well, I haven't been in here for a few months. So about 4 or 5 months ago, I noticed, what did I think I used bleach on it, and then I used a degreaser on it, and I must have caused some kind of chemical reaction to whatever the finishing is, because now whenever I try and wipe it, or you just rest your arms on it, it's really tacky and sticky. It's gross. And I don't know how to stop it being like that. It's not pleasant. It's not nice. And I know it's not my son, because it was definitely something that I did. It was a reaction that I caused. Because when I was cleaning it, it was all over the desk, and he doesn't go up behind the TV or anything. So if you have any suggestions, please chuck them my way. I definitely I need to do something because it's just horrible. So we are finally doing the last step in this bedroom, and I'm relieved and exhausted. But we are hoovering, and then it is time to work our way downstairs, I believe, into my youngest's bedroom. So here are the after shots. It just feels so good. It feels so good knowing that when I go to bed, the room that's above me is clean and tidy. It's a bit like when you know that under your bed needs decluttering or hoovering or sorting out. You kind of sleep and you feel heavy, that when you do it, you have a amazing night's sleep and you feel light because under your bed is light. That's what it feels like with these bedrooms, guys. I slept so well. Okay, so this is my youngest bedroom. It's the usual. If you've been with me, you know that my weekly bedroom clean in his room, I only really need to focus on the crumbs and the stickiness, the fingerprints, the spilt drinks. That is usually what I have to work on now. I haven't been in here for a couple of months. So there's definitely a couple of months worth of stickiness, dust, dirt, crumbs. He has tried his best to keep on top of it, and I'm actually quite proud of him. Now, under his bed just needed a little bit of attention. The kitten and the big cat likes to go under there and muck about. So whether it's them that's pulled stuff out of the boxes or whether it's my kids and they just haven't put anything back. But that, that takes me literally 30 seconds. Anyway, I have been talking at you for 10 minutes. I'm really sorry. I'm going to play you a song and then I'll probably come back and talk at you even more.
How did we end up here in the corner looking like enemies? We used to be the team people talk about, what a chemistry. I can see it in your eyes. You don't wanna talk anymore. I wanna get so numb while we enemies. No, you don't mind the way I stutter my words. You know exactly what it means and how it hurts. Oh, I can't believe you're here. Can't get any worse. No, no. it so hard to breathe. Cause when you get too close, I lose my way and I freeze. I wish you knew what power you have over me, but now it's so hard to breathe. Just get me out of here. Just get me out of here. Just get me out of. How can you be so calm around me when I act desperately? You used to be the one getting crazy when I'd be hard to reach. I can see it in your eyes. You don't wanna talk anymore. I wanna get so numb, while we enemies. No, you don't mind the way I stutter my words. You know exactly what it means and how it hurts. Oh, I can't believe you're here. Can't get any worse. No, no. I just wanna get out of here. I find it so hard to breathe. Cause when you get too close, I lose my way and I freeze. I wish you knew what power you have over me, but now it's so hard to breathe. Just get me out of here. Just get me out of here. I just wanna get out of here. I find it so hard to breathe. Cause when you get too close, I lose my way and I freeze. I wish you knew what power you have over me, but now it's so hard to breathe. Just get me out of here. I can't believe you're here. Can't get any words. No.
Guys, I was really worried that I had broken this skateboard set that my son got for his birthday. He hasn't said anything, and I haven't said anything, so I'll go and ask him later whether I damaged it. Because it went together, but then when I tried to put it up, it didn't go together. So who knows? Proud mum moment is about to come up. Now, my youngest son has always loved art. Um, so this is, I want to say it's a dragonfly. And this is, guys, do you remember? Um, I think it's called Spliffy. Um, bear with me. Do you remember the jeans? And the brand was called Spliffy, and the picture on it was a guy in really baggy jeans. I want to say he had dreadlocks as well, and he was smoking happy smoke. Let's leave it at that. But his name was Mr. Spliffy, I believe. That is exactly what this picture reminded me of. Now, it wasn't him. My kids don't even know that this exists. But what the heck were we exposed to as kids? Like, we thought it was so cool to wear these jeans that had a picture of a guy promoting cannabis. What? Okay, I'm back from going down a massive rabbit hole, but here is a picture of what I am talking about. I don't think we would get away with this type of memorabilia in this current climate. I know I wouldn't let my kids wear this now. Uh, yay to the 90s. I am just getting done with scrubbing ketchup off of this white chair. Yay for me. Don't ask me how it all got up the back. But here we are. This is the second boys' bedroom, all nice and tidy, deep cleans, looking good. So we are now moving into my middle son's bedroom. Now, this child is very money orientated, not in a bad way, in a way where I can use pocket money as a bribery. So let's just say he is the only child that has pretty much consistently had his pocket money every single week because he's done the jobs that I've asked of him in his bedroom. So I'm not in here for very long. I am changing the bedding. Again, he's kept on top of doing his own bedding. So they definitely didn't necessarily need changing, but we know what it's like to get into nice, fresh, clean sheets at the end of a very long day. So I wanted to do him this favor and treat him. I will say, in his defense, I think the reason that this bedroom is considerably more dusty than any of the other bedrooms is because he likes to keep his room ice cold temperatures. So his fan is in the window, and at night he will open his window wide, turn the fan on, and just introduce all this dust and muck into his bedroom. So I'm gonna stick with that story. um, I'm not, it's all the windows' fault and all the dust flying in, not the fact that it hasn't been dusted in over 2 months. But here we are. We're doing it now.
I tried to be your everything, gave my everything. I sold out. Now just look at me, I'm a ghost with nothing left. Hollow, emptied out. What got lost can't be found. You stole every bit of me, now I can't remember. Ooh, who I am, what I like, what I do, what I'm like when without you. Ooh, should've known you're too good to be true. You don't come around here no more. Why'd you have to let me go? Let me go, go, go. You don't think about me no more. Why can't I just let it go? Let it go, go, go. Why'd you have to show me heaven just to leave me down in hell? You don't come around here no more. Why'd you have to let me go? Let me know, no, no. Someday I will make you answer for all of your mistakes. But I'm way too weak now, crawling on all fours, searching for something to keep me from going crazy. But I'm way too deep now, I can't remember. Ooh, who I am, what I like, what I do, what I'm like when without you. Ooh, should've known you're too good to be true. You don't come around here no more. Why'd you have to let me go? Let me go, go, go. You don't think about me no more. Why can't I just let it go? Let it go, go, go. Why'd you have to show me heaven just to leave me down in hell? You don't come around here no more. Why'd you have to let me go? Let me know, no, no. I really thought that I knew. I really thought that I knew where I had you. I really thought we would be. I really thought you and me were forever. But I guess you had other plans. I wish I'd known in advance that way. Maybe I could've guarded my heart, but now I'm just back at the start. You don't come around here no more. Why'd you have to let me go? Let me go, go, go. You don't think about me no more. Why can't I just let it go? Let it go, go, go. Why'd you have to show me heaven just to leave me down in hell? You don't come around here no more. Why'd you have to let me go? Let me know, no, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. Why let me go, go, go? Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. Why let me go, go, go?
It feels so good to have the upstairs of my house done. Now, there is a huge job that I've got ahead of me, that I just couldn't pull out of the bag today. I think I need this is a job that I need to do first thing in the morning, so it has all day to dry before the kids get home. But I do need to carpet clean all the carpets. I literally have gravy all up my teenager's son's stairs. I kid you not. I haven't even attempted to slightly wipe it up because I knew I was pulling out the big guns, but that is probably going to be at some point next week. So sadly, we are coming to the point in this video where we need to start wrapping it up, but we do have some exciting times ahead. My favorite season, and I say this every single time, is definitely autumn. I love decorating for autumn. I love decorating for Halloween. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I am planning a clean and decorate with me next week, and I do have some recipes that I'd like to share with you. I will be baking some baked goods and cooking a nice hearty warm meal that I will share with you. But until then, as always, have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Much love.